Just a few more seconds. It has to be set up and you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
I can't wait to see what happens in Salt Lake City with Bill and his outfit.
Yeah. Okay, we are live, and let me mute everybody, and then you unmute yourself, Anthony.
Okay.
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 All right.
Morning, Irene.
Okay, now you can unmute yourself, Antoniette, and we are super excited about hearing what you have to say because we know you are an amazing trainer.
Well, I'm excited. Real quick, does anyone have anything to crow about? Do we have anybody new? I don't want to miss on anything like that. I'm sorry I missed out yesterday because I took the red eye. Typically, you sleep on the red eye, but I was too excited from Saturday. I couldn't sleep. So I had to sleep when I got home at 4:30 in the morning. Okay, well, I honestly don't mind getting started because I have a lot to share and I'm going to try to stay within my timing. But I want to talk to you about thinking like a retailer, but acting like a boss. And it was perfect timing because last night we all got a message that Friday night we're going to all know the secret, right? The big secret is going to happen. And hold on a minute, I'll change the view. Here we go. So, what's going to happen is we're all going to see what's going on, all the new products. So I want all of you to just really think about Friday night. Once they announce what's happening, how important your role is with this company. I want you to think about that each of you are a distributor. Each of you, it's like owning your own store in so many different places and so many different countries. And so Friday night, when they announce the new product, then it's handed over to us. It's up to us. You see, they did all the research, they did all the work, they set up all the packages, everything that corporate could do is done. It's like if you had your own store. You know, when I was a buyer, I would develop something from cotton. But once it was made, once it was delivered to the store, it was out of my hands. I had to then depend on the people in the store to sell the product. So I want each and every one of you to think about yourself this way, to think about the company has done everything that they can do. Friday night, it's up to us. What are we going to do? How are we going to now get this new product +3 out to the masses? Because there's nothing they can do after this. And what I want you to think about is how are you going to do it? And it doesn't matter. Some of you are going to jump on social media. I think it's great. Bill's going to put his cowboy hat on and just carry it around. Every woman's going to jump at him if you missed that conversation. But I want to give you an example. I come from the pink company, and there was something called microdermabrasion. At the time, it was the hottest new skincare out there. And almost everybody else had microdermabrasion. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Estee Lauder, who owns MAC, Clinique, Lancome, they owned the malls back then. There was no Ulta, there was no Sephora. They had microdermabrasion already. But when the pink company introduced microdermabrasion, ours went to the top. You want to know why? We had more feet on the ground. You see, this is why I love e-commerce. When you develop something like myself, I put it in the store, then I'm like, oh, I got to wait for customers to come in and for them to sell it. But Friday night, bam, it's done. You guys immediately the first thing you should be doing is ordering your own. So write that down. I mean, honestly, there's no excuses. Everyone get ready. Something new is coming. You may not be able to do a big package, but you got to order the new products right away. Like, I'm going to be looking at everybody to see if they ordered it, first thing Saturday morning. But how are you going to distribute something that you don't have? So your first thing that you have to do is think like a retailer. You got to get it yourself. Like, you got to get it in the store. But you also have to look at everyone on your team, all of your BAs. So I'm going to ask all of you today to really take the next couple of days to call all of your customers. And I say call, leave a message. This is not a text thing. You have to make this big. You have to call your BAs. You have to get them on. If you need to, have a party before time. We're all going to get together and do this launch together. But it's a big deal that on Friday night, everyone on your team, every customer, everybody in your circle needs to know what's happening on Friday. Because remember how we talk about the power of three? Imagine if each one of your BAs just got 3 people to buy this product. I'm not even talking about the packages. I'm just talking about one product. But what I want you to know is the power of what you can do is that the Pink Company was #1 in microdermabrasion. Is that not crazy? It is crazy, but that's how powerful e-commerce is and how quickly we can get it out and what we can do. And so I want you to kind of think about it that way. Now, the other part about this, so that's kind of like if you owned your store, you're going to put the product in your store and you're going to then hope that someone sells it. But now I want you to think like a business owner. I want you to think like the manager of the store. They think bigger. I don't know if you know that George and Adrian, they think differently than I do, obviously, because of the position that they're in. Christine, because I know her, she thinks bigger than I do or different than I do. It's not a matter of better, it's just bigger. Christine helped me with a situation yesterday where, I was so excited about something and she mentored me on thinking bigger. So I want you guys to know, doesn't the person that rings up something in a store act differently than the store manager? You're the store manager. So what does the person ringing it up, they're trying to sell, right? Yay. But the store manager is looking for a leader in the store that's going to sell. Do you get that? The store manager is looking for the best person that can really get things going. And that's what you need to do. So yes, your first thing, you're going to get the product, you're going to get it out, but you're looking for leaders. You're looking for who is the next person that can get this out to the masses? Who is the best person that has the leadership ability to do what they need to do? So I know it sounds like I want you to understand how important we are to this movement and how important Friday night, Saturday morning is going to be. So I wanted to just go through 10 points. I don't know if any of you know John Maxwell. He's one of my favorites. He has so many books, but I was blessed to have a pop-up store, and he had a pop-up store right next to me. So I got to meet him in person. But one of the books that I love is that he talks about avoid the top 10 reasons people fail. So I want to kind of go through this. So the top 10 reasons. You ready? Start writing this down. Number one, you have poor people skills. Isn't that funny? Poor people skills. Guys, it doesn't matter if you are a doctor or if you never finished high school. It's your people skills. Where are you today? Are you in negative land? Or are you in positive land? And I think it's really important today for us to kind of think about that, because number two is having a negative attitude is what will cause you to fail. I want you guys to brush off what's happening in media. I want you to brush off politics, because if you're thinking like a boss, we didn't have time for that at this time of the year. I didn't have time for anything, but because I knew this was such an important time for me, we would get up at 5 a.m. and we'd work till late at night because it was such an important time. We could only think about positive things. And the difference with today is I do want you guys to be careful. Please, I'm not trying to silence anyone, but nobody wants to be around anyone that's posting negative things. So on social media, please post positive things. I mean, that is the truth. A bad fit. The other part of it is, though we should always first examine our attitude when we don't enjoy our circumstances, sometimes you may have to change your attitude in your situation. And we kind of talked about it was cute on Saturday. It was different than Dallas. They were dressed different, they act different, they sat different. So it's kind of like you may not be where you're used to fitting, but you figure out a way to fit in. The other way you fail is by having a lack of focus. So I want all of you to focus on what's happening Friday night. Focus on it. It's that big. The other, number 5, weak commitment. In the chat, I want to know, are you guys all committed to making this new product the best launch that 3 has ever seen? Now, we all know that we have the best products, right? We have some powerful products. But what if we all put in the effort to make this the best launch, as George and Adrian said, so that we're the ones that's hitting that 250 million from our group? I want Kim and Samson to know that our group, the push that we did from Friday and Saturday for this launch, I want the company to know who really out there, because they'll know by our activity what's going on. Number 6, you fail when you're unwilling to change. This is a change for all of us. For some of us, it's a big change. I didn't know we were going to have skincare. This is different. A lot of you come from, a healthy background, and now we're throwing beauty and skincare on you. I will only say, hold on. Once we know what it is, none of us know what, well, some of us know, I think, but I don't know what the new product is. But I want you to just be okay with the change, okay with something that may be different for us to market, because we have the best team here and we're going to train you on what to do and how to do it. There's no shortcut. I love this part. Number 7, there is no shortcut to this business. And really, I talked about this last time. If you want to be successful, you just got to put in the work. Just figure out a way to make it fun. Put on a Santa hat. But, George and Adrian and Christine and those that have made millions and millions of dollars, they worked really, really hard. You may think today, oh, they're at the top of the tree. but they worked hard to get to the top of the tree. George talks about some of the things that they've done. Another way is relying on talent alone. Talent is overrated. I love this. Not because it doesn't have value, but because talent alone isn't enough to take a person through multiple failures that life brings. Adding a strong work ethic to talent is like pouring gasoline on the fire. It's explosive. Yes, I am a very excited person, but I had to learn other skills in order to be successful. And so, whatever your talent is right now, I want you to think about what are you going to do next week? And I know it's the week before Christmas, but my takeaway today is I'm going to ask each of you to plan your week out next week. I really want you to take a calendar and I want you to sit down because we're all going to know what's going on Saturday. And for some of you, if you have a full-time job, I want you to block off those 2 to 3 hours a day that you are going to work on promoting this new product. I want you to block off some time on your calendar today because if you don't, you're going to be shopping. You're going to be doing this. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't have time to call anybody. I didn't have time to talk to if you have BAs. I didn't have time to do social media. So right now, today, one of the takeaways is I want all of you to just, and you might want to share it with your mentor. When are you next week going to help launch this and do this? Let's say a response to poor information, number 9, and then number 10 is having no goals. So I want to know from all of you, what are your goals with this new product? And again, you're like, Antoinette, I don't even know what it is, but it doesn't matter. What is your goal? Maybe your goal is, well, my first goal, and I just want to be honest with you. For some of you, you're like, my first goal is to be able to afford the new product. You know how you're going to be able to afford the new product? You're going to sell the old product. See? So what I'm going to encourage you is if you right now in your bank account, you don't have that extra sitting there. We all have a business right now. I want you to get on the phone and I want you to tell family and friends that you have something special coming out on Saturday. And would they be a part of your movement? And would they buy some Christmas gifts to help you earn the money to purchase your new products on Saturday? It works, guys. It really works for you. And so your goal is, well, I'm going to sell 4 of the Visage, or I'm going to sell 4, Internels. So I'm going to be prepared for Saturday to purchase it. I'm going to be ready to go. What is your goal? For some of you, your goal is, I'm going to make extra money for that vacation that you want, or that you put some Christmas gifts on a credit card and you're going to pay it off. But what is your goal? And make that goal big. And you know what? I'm old fashioned with goal posters, but make that board, however you make those boards online. But have a goal with this new product. So real quick, now I want to go over the 6 qualities of a winner. Yay! This is my favorite part. So the 6 qualities of a winner. Number 1, winners have a positive mental attitude. Isn't that funny? We just flip it. Attitude really is about 98% of your business. 98% of your business is your attitude. We have all the doctors. We have all the training. We have the best website. We have the best app. You just got to have a good attitude. That's it. And you'll be successful. Number two, winners have self-confidence. They believe in themselves. They place old beliefs with positive affirmations. If you need affirmations, you can just Google it today. But I want to tell you guys, I did not wear makeup when I started with the Pink Company. I was like, where does eyeshadow go? They were like, on your eye. But instead, I said, well, if somebody's selling all this makeup, I can sell it. I felt the same way with 3. I didn't know what a turmeric was. I didn't even know that you could eat a dandelion. But I'm figuring if all these people are healthy, I'm going to try to be healthy like them. And so if you need help, Google affirmations. I didn't even know this, guys. My son, Dylan, who has narcolepsy, has an app that gives him a positive quote every day. Every day. I just found that out last week when we were at paintball. So I'm just so proud of him for doing that. He learned that from women like Christine. Winners are enthusiastic. Now, I want you guys to understand enthusiastic doesn't mean spastic like me. Enthusiastic means something different for everyone. Everyone's different with their enthusiasm. I scare people. You can be calm, but just the way that you're talking about what's coming. Everyone in your circle should know that 3 is launching something new on Friday night. You want to have a party? You guys want to go to happy hour? I don't know, it's kind of late for me. But you have to let everyone know something new's coming. Did you, number 4, winners are preserved. Did you know 85% of people quit right before they reach their goals? 85% of people quit right before they reach their goals. Success is right around the corner if you just don't quit. We have 58 people on this call today. You are out of your mind if you quit. After what I saw on Saturday, after what happened in Dallas, after what I heard from Christine and Kimberly in Chicago, don't quit because this company's going to the top. Winners believe it now. Winners believe it now. That's right. You must believe in your goal that you can already accomplish it. So I want you guys to know what I saw on Saturday when Kim was talking was that there's no doubt in my mind that if she could do 10 billion once, that she can do it twice and even better because now I'm a part of the team. I want all of you to think of yourselves the same way. I want you to write that down, that if Kim Wee and her team could do it once, she could do it twice because Cowboy Bill is a part of the team. And he plays a special part in this team because Nilbert plays a special part, because Renee plays a special part. And I'm only saying their names because I was with them. But each of us on this call, every 57 of us, we each play a special part in this company and where we're going to go and where you're going to go. So believe that we need every single one of you in order to be successful. And then last but not least, winners spend their time and energy on things that matter. Winners spend their time and energy on things that matter. I'm so lucky to have 22 years in a company that I could have my faith, then I could have my family, then I could have my career. And this is not, I'm going to go back because Mary Kay Ash was one of the best women leaders out there. And I said to myself, God gave me another one, Kim Wee. And I know being that close to her that she believes in whatever your faith is, but she also believes in family, but she also believes in this movement. And this is not something, as Christine said today, it's not about money for most of these leaders. It's not about that. How often would you get the opportunity to be in a company that has legacy people at the top that just want you to be successful, that just want to grow a business like this? Don't take it lightly. This may never come around again, ever, where you have a brand new company where you can get in the ground floor, but you have at the top of this company people that really care. There's going to be more companies that are going to happen, but are they going to have the heart that the leaders at the top have? Are we going to have a leader like George with a Santa hat that likes to talk as much as I do? Are we going to have a leader like Christine Peterson, who I was blessed for her to mentor me till very late last night? I want you to know that the time is now for us to think about how do we play a part in building this company? How do we play a part in thinking not only as getting customers, but finding the pieces of the puzzle to make this company a $10 billion company? So the takeaway, you're going to write down what's your goal with this new product, and you're going to carve out time next week to make it happen. So I did it. It's 10.
Great job, amazing job. And something that I want to comment is the introduction of the new product. What it's doing is expanding our customer base by millions of people. Think about that. Of course, as a indirect case, also our business leaders are going to come. They are going to also be expanding. We are expanding the pool, in other words. And I knew what's going to happen because that's the way that when the company started to spend the base of the products, because then we expand, of course, the reach of customers and new business leaders too. The exciting thing is that they're doing it so early in the game. I love that.
Me
Because
too.
we are creating an incredible phase. And by the way, amazing training. And the announcement, I don't, is going to be Friday morning or could be even Thursday night. Keep an eye on the announcement. Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
something different,
a little
George?
bird told me that it could be a Thursday night, but we don't know yet. Okay, Nilberg, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to put a plug. Antoinette, that was amazing training.
Yeah,
It's
agree.
actually it was funny because at least to me because coincidence of coincidences. So first, I do want to invite everyone later to the Empowerment Tuesday. That was a very short notice happening. So after Saturday's event, I was honored to have 20 minutes to train during Super Saturday. And so after the training, Samson messaged me and said, "Hey, Kim and I would like you to share what you trained for Empowerment Tuesday." So I'm actually doing Empowerment Tuesday today. And one of the topics or one of the key points I'm going to be referencing there, Antoinette, is also one of my favorite leadership gurus, which is John Maxwell.
Oh,
So anyway, yeah.
we
Um,
are twins.
yeah, I know, right? So yeah, so I have the honor and I'm really humbled to share the training that so for those of you who missed the regionals, you're actually gonna be able to kind of like um get the training that I was able to share for the LA regional last weekend as well. So yeah, Empowerment Tuesday later, if you and your team can get on, that'll be awesome. That's it. Thank you for the plug.
Oh,
Perfect.
that is really quite extraordinary. I'm thinking talking John Maxwell, and John Maxwell was my neighbor in Atlanta. And I remember I had some directors when I was a national sales director. I had them down to my home for the weekend, and all of a sudden I saw a golf cart come up my driveway, and I said, "Well, oh my God, that looks like John." He came in. It was like he knew I must have directors. And he came out to my door and he brought a whole bunch of his books. He said, I brought these. I said, oh my gosh. And my directors almost fainted. They were like, what? John Maxwell? Yes, he's my neighbor. And he brought over a whole stack of his new books that he was promoting. But he's an extraordinary author, and he's a great human being. And he used to come to my house for dinner many times. And he's just a great person. And so I encourage all of you to read his books. He has many, many great leadership books. So isn't this just great? He was my neighbor, and now Antoinette and Nilbert. A lot of you don't know that my story, but we're all connected some way to John Maxwell. You never know. So it's fun.
Awesome. Well, I will tell you guys, since we saw Nilbert live, I would get on tonight and I'd get everyone that you know on your team on tonight because his training was excellent. And so tonight again may help you
Yeah.
with your two things you're going to do, but it may help you with putting together your goals. It will help you with putting together your goals and your timing for next week. So I want to thank everyone for being on. I know we all have a busy,
Excellent.
busy day, and we look forward to it tonight, Nilbert.
Excellent training. So proud of you.
Amazing training. Thank you very much. And like
So
always, this is recorded on YouTube channel.
All right.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Have an amazing night. And
Thank
get ready for Friday.
Woo, woo. Or Thursday, maybe you said.
Or Thursday night, yeah. Okay, see you later. Bye.